Are you ready to unlock the power of real-time functionality in your applications? If you're using GraphQL with Spring Boot and want to dive into subscriptions, you're in the right place. Today, we will explore how to implement this exciting feature. I totally understand the struggle. Many developers find themselves scratching their heads when trying to implement subscriptions in GraphQL, especially since the documentation can be a bit sparse. You're definitely not alone in this. So let's get specific. One user recently asked, how can I achieve real-time functionality using GraphQL with subscriptions in my Spring Boot project? This is a great question, and it's exactly what we're going to tackle today. To understand the issue, we need to know that subscriptions allow clients to receive real-time updates from the server. This is particularly useful for applications that require live data, like chat apps or dashboards. Let's break down how to set this up. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a pro tip that will make your subscription implementation even smoother. To implement subscriptions in a Spring Boot application using GraphQL Java, the user should first ensure that they have the necessary dependencies in their project. This includes adding the GraphQL Java and Spring Boot starter dependencies to the build configuration. Next, the user needs to configure the GraphQL subscription endpoint. This is typically done by creating a WebSocket configuration class that enables WebSocket support in the application. Now, the user should implement the subscription logic. This involves creating a subscription resolver that defines how to handle subscription requests and publish updates to subscribers. Finally, the user should test the subscription functionality. This can be done using a GraphQL client that supports subscriptions, such as Apollo Client or GraphQL Playground. Fun fact, the concept of subscriptions in GraphQL is like having a personal assistant who alerts you whenever something important happens. Wouldn't that be nice? Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One user faced a similar challenge integrating GraphQL Java with Spring Boot. They noted that GraphQL Java supports subscriptions at the schema level, but lacks built-in transactional support. This means you may need to implement that functionality yourself. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. Another user has shared a compact example that effectively implements GraphQL's essential features, including queries, mutations, and subscriptions. You can find this example at the provided GitHub link. Here's the pro tip I promised. Always test your subscriptions thoroughly. Real-time features can be tricky, and ensuring everything works seamlessly will save you headaches down the line. And there you have it. You now have the tools to implement subscriptions in your Spring Boot project using GraphQL. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks. And don't forget to check out our next video for advanced subscription techniques.